Hi, my name is Matthew Bellisario. Thanks for coming back by the BellisarioSonic YouTube channel from the heart of the Deep South on the outskirts of Birmingham, Alabama. Today, a fun topic concerning 45 RPM singles. And this is something I think is kind of neglected in the vinyl community. We don't hear a lot about 45 singles. You don't hear about different pressings, what sounds the best, what's the first 45 RPM pressing. I'm not saying there's not people out there that aren't knowledgeable about that, but you just don't see as much of that in the vinyl community on YouTube. And so I just wanted to get kind of a fun conversation started for you guys out there. I have a very small collection of 45s, which I'm going to share with you guys today. And I want to hear your feedback on why you do or why you don't collect 45s. For those of us, when I grew up in the 70s, I had a stack of 45s about this big from my mom. And I listened to a lot of those. Eric Clapton, there were some Beatles in there, Beach Boys, different things like that. And I grew up just listening to those. And so I was exposed to a lot of music that way. Unfortunately, I don't know what happened to that stack of 45s. But I'm going to share with you the ones that I have today. Most of the time, it's a spontaneous purchase when I buy 45s. I don't collect them. I'm not like I gotta have every single of this particular artist. It's just I happen to run across it in the store. And a lot of times, if it's got the picture sleeve with it, that's kind of what'll draw me to it. If it's one of my, a song that I like or whatever, and it's a few dollars and the record looks like it's in pretty good shape, I'll buy it. So that's kind of the extent of my 45 collecting. I'd love to hear your thoughts on what you think about them. I think a lot of times, just in my limited experience with them, they sound better than the 12-inch record, the songs, because they're 45 RPM. And a lot of times it's just, it sounds better. But let me know what you guys think. Let me show you what I have. I have this Erskine Hawkins Plays WC Handy little box set that comes with 3 records. And this is from the 50s. It's on the blue RCA Victor label. And these are in pretty good shape. They sound fantastic. I'm a big jazz fan. And so this is a really nice set to have. And I think I picked this up for $5.99 on eBay. Another one that I picked up on eBay was a Fats Waller collection, and this actually has, I think, 4 records in it, but it also has the literature with it. So it's got some of the advertisements, it's got, the little write-up in there, it's on the silver Victor label, and you've got the little write-up in there, Popular Collector's Issue, Fats Waller Favorites. And so things like this I like, and once in a while, I'll be sitting in, my listening room, and I'll just throw this on and listen to it, and they sound fantastic, and they're kind of neat to collect. So that's pretty cool. My other box set that I have is Black Crowes, 3 Snakes and 1 Charm. I bought this when the album first came out. I think it's really one of their underrated albums. I like this album a lot, but this is all 45 RPM. It comes with a little 45 adapter, and it comes with a poster, which I'll show you really quickly. And this comes in these slick sleeves. So it's the entire album. And then you've got a poster that comes with it. And I was looking online, I think on eBay, and I saw some of these still available. They're around, last time I looked, maybe 40 bucks or something. But sound quality is really good on these. They sound good, and it comes with this poster. And so that's kind of cool. So those are the 3 box sets that I have. Now let me show you just the regular singles that I picked up over the years. I picked up the Moon River, Clapton, Beck. And on eBay, I think I bought this on Amazon. It was on sale for like $7.99, and not long after, unfortunately, Jeff died, but I picked this up. Rainbow, Street of Dreams. I was in the record store a few weeks ago, and this was in there for a few dollars, and picked this up on the Mercury label. Dire Straits, Money for Nothing, classic here. This is on the Warner label. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Jammin' Me, co-written with Bob Dylan on the MCA. And again, I just like I like having the picture sleeves with them. So when I see them, John Waite, Missing You, EMI. So I'll be, if I'm in the record store and flip through them and see one that I'm interested in, if it's a few bucks, sometimes I'll grab it. Pasha label, Quiet Riot, The Wild and the Young. For everybody, for those of you out there that remember the MTV days with the armored car and all that stuff. Bought this when it first came out, Megadeth, Holy War's Punishment Due on Capitol. And this one is an actual poster. So it looks like a regular sleeve, but when you open it up, it's an actual poster. And that was just a huge, when I started playing guitar, Megadeth was one of my favorites. And so I picked this up when this album came out. And I think that the album itself is probably one of the greatest heavy metal albums ever. Okay. We got Alcatraz, No Parole from Rock and Roll on the Rockshire label. Got Steely Dan on the ABC label, just a regular, no picture sleeve or anything. Smoke Fairies, Elevator in the Floor, picture disc, 45. If you never heard of them, they're pretty cool, pretty unique, eclectic. So I dig them. That's a picture disc there. Wanda Jackson on Jack White's label, Third Man. This opens up and you've got the Third Man label there. Got Wanda Jackson on Capitol, To Tell the Truth single. The Violet and the Rose. That famous Capitol Swirl label. A couple of Elvises, Don't Be Cruel, Jailhouse Rock on the Collector Series. And then the last one, which is actually not a 45, but it's 7-inch, 33 RPM sampler pack, or sampler record from Columbia. And this is just something you don't see a whole lot of, 33 RPM, 7 inches. And back in the 50s, the record companies still didn't know exactly what they were going to do with the development of 33 RPM. And of course, you had 10-inch records, 12-inch records, and these 7-inch records. And the record companies were just trying to feel out the public on what they were going to buy. And so you did find some of these that were made, and then they went away fairly quickly. Let me know what you think about these, if you have picked up any of these 33 RPM 7-inch records from back then, and let me know your thoughts. So that is, aside from like maybe some box sets that actually have like a 45 in there or something like that, that's pretty much my entire 45 RPM collection. So let me know what you guys think about 45 singles and why you think that they don't get a whole lot of attention paid to them in the vinyl community. In other words, you don't hear a lot of discussions on this is the best pressing of this, or this is the first pressing, or, and I don't know a whole lot about these, what's in the runouts. They've got the runout groove as well with the different stamping on them and where they were pressed at and all that kind of stuff. So if you do have information on that, or you know of a good website that talks about that, please post it in the comments and let me know, because I do want to learn more about the 45 RPMs singles and kind of what to be on the lookout for. And again, for me, it's just kind of a casual thing when I go into a record store and I see one of them in there and it's, a song that I like and it has a nice picture sleeve with it, then I'll be like, oh, it's only a few bucks. I'll grab that. And that's just kind of my extent of 45 collecting. So let me know your thoughts. And I've got a lot of other reviews coming up for you guys on all different genres of music. And so if you haven't subscribed, do that. And give me a thumbs up if you like these videos. If you have any suggestions on videos, let me know. Feel free to leave a comment. And happy listening to all of you out there. Take care.